What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another news video. Today what I have for you guys is I'm going to be giving you guys a full roadmap on everything we know so far to expect with the Season 2 Warzone 2 update. We're going to be talking about brand new modes, all the patch notes that we know of so far. We're going to talk about Resurgence, all the locations on there, and just so much more. Pretty much making this video to sum up everything that we know of in one video, so that way if you've missed any of my other separate videos, this video will cover everything for you guys and you won't miss out on any piece of information, because trust me, there's a lot going on with the Season 2 update. You can think of it more of like an official launch for Modern Warfare 2. This is the update that we were supposed to receive in Season 1. And Season 2 is when Warzone and DMZ officially leave the beta stage, so they become official games and they get official updates and things like that. So it's a very big update. I can easily tell you that this is going to be the biggest update we're going to be receiving this year, mainly because 75% of the player base is completely gone. We started with over 400,000 players. We're now under 100,000. And the majority of the player base has left the game because they are not a fan of the way that the game is currently, but they said they are listening and they are proving it with all of these changes that they have been announcing these last few days. So the very first patch note that they announced was the Gulag is going to be reverting back to the way that it was in Warzone 1. I already made a video about this, but instead of 2v2, it is now going to be 1v1. A lot of people were complaining that they had to pretty much pair up with a random person they don't know, and a lot of times it would be bad and it would cause them to lose the Gulag, and it's not their fault. So they ended up changing it back to 1v1. They may do 2v2 in Gunfight, because as I told you guys before, Gunfight is going to be a brand new mode that's going to be coming into the game, but we'll talk about game modes and things like that later on in the video. But as of right now, I just want to focus on patch notes. So that is the first change that we are expecting. The second change is going to be another announcement they made, is the looting. So they're going to be reverting the looting to the way that it was in Warzone 1. So now when you eliminate a player, you know how you have to usually go into their backpack to loot everything, and if you're playing with friends, only one person is allowed in a backpack at a time. So the first person to get there usually is the first one who's going to end up getting all the good loot. So what they're going to be doing is they're making exactly like Warzone 1, where all the loot will fall on the floor. That way it will speed things up with looting. You could quickly pick up the things you want instead of having to go into the backpack and drag the stuff into your backpack and stuff like that. And then if third parties come in, you'll be able to have looted it and be gone real quick. So these two are the official patch notes that were given to us by Activision. Now, some other changes that we need in the game, I feel like, to improve is, first off, the time to kill is extremely fast and would not make sense for Resurgence. So that's something that also needs an update as well. They haven't mentioned anything as of right now. They've been basically giving us a new patch note every single day, and they said next week is just going to be the full-on patch note blog. So once they do release that full blog, I will cover the entire thing for you guys in a video. But the time to kill as well as the movement, 3 different other patch notes they haven't announced, but I definitely think they are going to be pretty much doing something about, is going to be, first off, the time to kill, because it's way too fast, the movement, because we've seen a lot of player complaints about that, and also the audio, because it's just so messed up. So those are 3 things that we know for a fact we'll get some sort of fixes soon. Anyways, those are the patch notes. The next thing is, for Season 2, the theme is going to be Japanese theme. So it's going to be Japan related, and also based on that artwork, Ronin is going to be a brand new operator, and he was in Warzone 1, so he's going to be making his way back into Warzone 2. Now here's where all of that comes into play. So with the Season 2 leaked artwork, Castle was confirmed to be remade, and it was going to be returning into the game. Obviously, Castle being a Japanese location, that is going to be coming back, and here's what it has to do with Resurgence. So Castle is going to be located in the direct center of this new Resurgence map. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you guys a photo for copyright purposes, but if you search up MW2 Season 2 Resurgence, you should be able to find the photo. But Castle is going to be in the direct center, so chances are most of the gunfights and gameplay will go down in this location. It's probably going to be one of those hot drops. Another thing is that there's a total of 11 locations that are going to be available in this Resurgence map, so it's not really that big of a map. It's going to play sort of like Fortune's Keep, but how it was a little bit smaller. I feel like that's how it's going to play out like, and then it's going to support up to 50 players. So instead of the normal game where we're getting over 150, this is just going to have a third of the size, so up to 50 players max in this mode. And then another thing is that this will be DMZ capable, so this location will also, or this map will be available in DMZ as well. And along with that, they said new missions, new exclusion zone, and difficulty tuning. Prepare for DMZ Season 2 update with our deep dive blog next week. So this probably the exclusion zone, I'm assuming, is going to be this Resurgence map. It could be something a little bit different, but in the Resurgence map photo leak, it actually says DMZ in it as well. So they're going to be using this location for DMZ. So that is going to be what to expect. Along with that, obviously there's going to be some brand new weapons. So let's talk about the new weapons. So one of the weapons that we are expecting is a brand new shotgun, mainly because there were some weapon attachments in the files, and one of them looked like it matched the Vepr 12. So it looks like maybe that weapon will be making its way back into a Call of Duty. And then another thing is the crossbow that was confirmed to be dropping as well in Warzone 2. So it's going to be coming Warzone 2 and in multiplayer. And obviously there's going to be 2 other surprise weapons. We're not exactly sure what those weapons are. We're just waiting to get more details on those. But as of right now, we can expect some sort of a shotgun, the crossbow. We are also expecting a melee weapon because Ronin was holding a katana in the Season 2 artwork. So that could potentially be a weapon as well. It could just be some sort of animation. Who knows? But that's also a potential that we have. Anyways, let's talk about the game modes that we have for Warzone. So the biggest one is going to be Plunder. That one is already leaked in the file. So it seems like with the Season 2 update, most likely not right away, but it's going to be a little bit after, because with the Season 2 update right away, we're probably going to be seeing Resurgence added, and no one's going to really care about Plunder at the same time. So chances are maybe that will be added in Reloaded, or later on down the line, maybe like a month after the season or something like that, they'll be adding it. But we've already seen icons for it and things like that in the file, so that mode is definitely going to be making its return. And then the rest of the game modes that we saw were going to be for multiplayer, so it's like things like gun game and gunfight, which I've already discussed in a past video when we talked about the Season 2 roadmap for multiplayer. But yeah, so those are the game modes to expect. Now obviously there's gonna be some surprises, some things that we weren't expecting. I mean, this update won't be amazing unless there are some surprises. So these are just some of the things that we know of. This is all of the information that we actually have and we know of so far up until now. And obviously as we get closer and closer, we do have just a little bit under a month until we get this brand new season. So in a couple weeks, we're going to get more information. We're going to get a roadmap themselves from Infinity Ward, and once we get that, I'll be making a video covering everything that you guys need to know in full detail, so that way you guys don't miss out on any brand new information or anything like that. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you guys stay up to date on all of that. But they are going to be posting a brand new patch note or brand new feature of Season 2 every single day. That's sort of how they've been hyping it up so far. I will be making a video to pretty much cover that. I also do shorts, so I'll be posting shorts on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. I post them on pretty much every different social media. So if you like short form content, make sure you check those out. Usually like the smaller little patch note things that they give us, I do post them in shorts, so that way they'll be up quicker for you guys. But that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if there's something that I missed, if there's a leak or something that I didn't cover here. Make sure you comment it. But that's all that I got for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been your boy Tridzo. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys here back on the channel again. Peace.